Hey guys, welcome back, and I have a super creepy story to tell you guys today that comes out of Kentucky. Now, this story is one of the creepiest stories I think I've ever heard, and it's been very popular within the UFO community. They talk about possible alien abduction, things like that. I'm really not too sure what I think about this story. It's very bizarre, and there's a lot of really strange details that go with this story. So I'll tell you guys the story, and let me know in the comments below what you think happened to this woman who mysteriously vanished. So this story takes place in Kentucky. The date is kind of around 2003, 2004, and this woman disappeared. She had been gone maybe about a week, and this guy he owned lots of property in Kentucky. And I don't know if you guys have been to like southeastern Kentucky, but it's very, very mountainous. It's like the Appalachian Mountains, so it's very wooded. There's lots and lots of wilderness out there. Very, 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 very uninhabitable in some places. So he's out in the woods, he's walking through the woods, and he hears this woman. And she says something along the lines of, somebody help me, help me. So, like, she's basically asking for help. So, and she seems pretty far away, he said in the report. It was like maybe half a mile or so, but she was off into the distance. And he hollered back. He was like, ma'am, like, where are you? And so he started walking towards where he thought that she was at. So she just keeps saying, help me. Like, she never really acknowledges him. Even though he is yelling back to her, he's like, where are you? I'm going to help. I'm going to try to help find you. Different things along that line. So as he's getting closer to this woman who is screaming for help, she gets further and further away. And he's looking around, and he'd stop. And he'd just be really quiet. And then he'd hear her again, help me, things like that. And so he'd get closer, and then as soon as he would get like right where she should be, he would hear her like another half a mile down. And she would be saying the same thing, like, help me, but she would be getting further and further away. So the closer he got to her, so it was almost as if like she was moving, which for her to move that far in such a short amount of time would be impossible, really. So, he keeps looking around, he keeps hearing her, and all of a sudden, it gets quiet. He doesn't hear her asking for help, he doesn't hear her yelling, or nothing. So he stands there and he's looking around, and he's trying to be quiet because it's kind of in the fall, so the leaves are on the ground. He's like, well, he said in the report, if, I was listening, and if she was walking around, I would have heard her because there were so many leaves and foliage on the ground at that time. So it's quiet for about 2 or 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, he hears her yelling for help again, except this time, she's right above his head. Kind of like up there somewhere. And she is really in distress this time. She's like, please help me, like, I really need help. And she was basically just asking for help. And, he looked around, he looked up, didn't see anything, looked all around him, didn't see anything. All of a sudden, he hears this pop sound. It's just like a really loud pop, and then it falls silent again. So he looks around for like another 10-15 minutes, gets freaked out, calls the police. Police come out. They're looking all through the woods. They're combing the woods. They do not find anything. So this story is super creepy in the fact that this woman was trapped in, who knows, maybe an alternate dimension. Like I said, a lot of UFO enthusiasts think that she might have been abducted. There were reports of the night prior to the night she went missing. They did see a lot of lights in the sky, UFO activity kind of in the area. So was this an alien abduction? I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this story. And to conclude it, she was never found. So Yeah, that's my paranormal story for you guys today. I hope you liked it, and I'll be talking to you guys very soon with more super spooky stories. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.